Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carter Walton may find himself on the wrong end of Steffy Forrester's bad temper and could get fired. Unfortunately, Hope Logan allowed. She was about to surprise Carter when she fell into John Finnegan in the design office, just as Steffy walked by. Are Hope and Carter about to get fired? Carter is happy that Ridge is siding with him on this new direction for Forrester Creations. Eric Forrester is clearly not willing to risk Forrester on this idea. Moreover, Ridge formerly knows what the answer is, but he refuses to tell Carter. When Carter learns the verity, he'll lost it. Unfortunately, it seems that Carter may get in trouble for defending Hope indeed before this happens. Carter is about to walk back into the design office to see not only Steffy, but Finn berating Hope for an accident. Hope was in the design office behind a screen when Finn waltzed in. It is like he'd any business being there. Now that Hope accidentally touched Finn, Steffy is sure to go through with her decision to do down with Hope for the future. Carter will clearly come to Hope's defense, another thing that Steffy is condemning Hope for. Hope just cannot win then. Hope will feel really bad when Carter loses his job because of her. Carter will feel betrayed by the Forresters, and this may push him to do commodity he typically would no way do. Carter is the sous of Forrester and knows all about their business, including their finances. Could Carter concoct a way to take over Forrester Creations? Is Carter able of taking the company down from the Forresters? Carter has formerly offered to use his plutocrat to help make this idea work, so he may have enough plutocrat to pull off a preemption. Maybe Carter will find another fashion house that's willing to help him and they can set up a surprise attack on Forrester. Would Carter go after the Forresters in this way? Carter and Hope could just start a design business themselves, but that may take a while to get going in incipiency unless he can find an established house to back them. An attack against Forrester would make so much further sense. Will Carter go later all of the Forresters because they didn't trust him enough to go on with his plan? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers document that Carter Walton is in a bad spot. His open support of Hope Logan is putting him at odds with his master. Steffy Forrester Finnegan presenting an idea to the top brass was bold, but Carter's particular passions for Hope inspired him to make a pitch he'd conceived in recent times. Eric Forrester decided that Carter's plans were too important. Ridge Forrester agreed with his father, nixing the idea of turning Forrester Creations into a luxury brand that expands beyond fashion. Hope continues to be hovered by Steffy, who's justified in not trusting her longtime rival. However, let's say Liam Spencer and Brooke Logan would stand with her son fully, if the situation were reversed and Steffy made a play for Hope's hubby. But this isn't an imagined script. Hope went after John Finnegan to prove a point to Steffy, and it didn't work. Hope's failure to force Finn to cheat on Steffy boomeranged poorly. So much so that Steffy said Hope for the future would be cut if she ever went after Finn again. So, Noelle's character is embracing a new direction. Brooke was shocked to see Carter and Hope in an unanticipated position in the design office. But Lang's character accepted their explanation and is on board with Carter supporting Hope. Having a sound business mind means that Brooke knows Carter's backing is suitable for Hope, or at least she believes it is. Brooke adjusts to Ridge's opposition to Carter's business expansion plan as long as her hubby doesn't side with Steffy on pulling the draw on HFTF. Ridge is in a good spot and Brooke intends to maintain that realized stability, substantially because of Taylor Hayes' precarious health status. Brooke knows she needs to adroitly handle Ridge's support for Taylor and balance how she backs Hope at work. Carter made an superheated plea. He believes transubstantiating FC into a multifaceted luxury brand would pay off, indeed saying he'd invest his plutocrat in the trouble. Eric's distinctive eyebrows were raised when Carter mentioned using his capital. But that didn't convert Eric to plump Carter's grand idea. A script where FC cuts HFTF due to poor performance could affect in Carter keeping Hope's line alive as a separate reality. Observers can imagine the possibilities of a breakaway business that incorporates Carter's ideas of being a luxury brand destination. It would be good cleaner. Steffy Forrester Finnegan's superintendent business decision to have foreshocks. Meanwhile, Taylor Hayes has an occasion. Plus, Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan feel headed for a major division. Steffy walked in on Hope Logan on top of John Finnegan. Now, Hope was dressed in lingerie for Carter Walton, not Finn. Still, when Hope tripped and landed on top of Finn, Steffy just happened to open the door. The fact that Hope was wearing meager lingerie didn't help matters. Hope's trip will beget Steffy to make some bold business opinions. These administrative opinions will beget a major shakeup at Forrester Creations, one that will shoot ripples throughout for quite some time. Steffy will probably cancel Hope's line incontinently. Steffy might also make sure Hope is attended out of the structure by security, just to increase the demotion factor. Hope might try to explain to Steffy that the lingerie was for Carter, not Finn. While that might be true, it'll just make Steffy realize that she was right about Carter's changed jest. Not feeling right. So, this could make Steffy question Carter's fidelity, and he could be out of a job as well. Steffy might indeed lay down some new laws at Forrester Creations. Perhaps rather off-CEOs, Steffy will decide that there can only be one person in charge. Her Taylor could have another occasion to be with Ridge romantically. That could actually stem from Steffy's bold move at Forrester Creations. Ridge will take Steffy's side. Ridge doesn't like making unpopular opinions anyway. Indeed, when brazened, Ridge seems to fudge out of saying what he really thinks. Ridge did advise Brooke that the situation with Hin can no way be again. Indeed, though Hope's intentions weren't vicious, it wouldn't look that way. Brooke will easily take Hope's side as Ridge tails Steffy. That will produce a big division between Ridge. Indeed, though they do partake smooches, Ridge seems emotionally distant from Brooke recently. That could give Taylor with a new occasion to get what her heart truly desires. Ridge faces further office chaos at Forrester Creations. Following Steffy's surprising office changes, Ridge has his own decision to make. Will he follow his son's lead or pull the arm on Steffy's aggressive office moves? Stay tuned to find out. Steffy was formerly feeling suspicious of Carter and Hope. She didn't understand why Carter had come so vocally probative of her. It also sounded odd to Steffy that Counsel and COO Carter suddenly had similar big leadership ideas for the company. Husband Finn told her to keep effects in perspective, but that all flew out the window once she saw Hope on top of him in lingerie. That was beyond a dummy papa's. Indeed, though Hope's lingerie was intended for Carter and not Finn, the disturbing incident transferred Steffy on the warpath. She made some big changes at Forrester Creations that transferred everyone reeling. It's hard to argue now that Steffy isn't making business opinions grounded on particular carps. Steffy didn't bandy these changes with Ridge or Brooke beforehand. She just swooped in and did what she wanted to do. What will Ridge suppose of his son's shocking administrative conduct? It appears that Ridge wholeheartedly supports Steffy's opinions. He may have preliminarily gone against her by giving Ivy the go-ahead on her jewelry line. As for the rest of Steffy's conduct, Ridge is fully on board. That presumably wouldn't sit well with Brooke. The rest of the staffers may also feel shell-shocked and uneasy. However, unlooked-for changes, would anyone's job be really safe? If Steffy could make similar bold